Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Stephen Bugby with ThinkDigital Training. Today we're going to be going over the soap opera sequence and how you can use the power of email to start conversations and build rapport with your customers. So let's get to it. All right, guys, so one of the most commonly asked questions that I get being a sales trainer is how do you reach out and connect with your audience through email? Everyone seems to think that email is kind of a dead market right now, that everyone just has dump emails and no one really ever checks it. So what I would say to you is that although there is a little bit of truth to the fact that most people do have a dump email, most people are also still checking their email on a day-to-day basis. Smartphones have made it so easily accessible to have your email updated that it's still a process that everyone does on a daily basis. So don't think that email is dead, guys. But one of the easiest ways that I teach people whenever they're first getting started is a process called the soap opera sequence. So what this is it's basically a storytelling method that allows you to start building connections and building rapport with your customer base long before you ever ask them to do business with you. So what we do is we basically break this down over the course of 4 separate email bodies. So 4 simple steps. First one is we're gonna welcome them and give them a little bit of your backstory. We're gonna open the second email with drama and build drama into the story because people like drama. The third thing is we're going to have an epiphany, which is basically the thing that changed your life, and then we're going to give them a call to action. So let's get started going over some of those. So the first one is the welcome and backstory. Think about this, that you just need to format your message. So act as if you're going to do your introduction in person. So you want to tell them who, what, when, where, why, how. It's not complicated, guys. Just remember that this is basic storytelling happening through words. Tell your reader why they should listen to you. Introduce the problem that they're having. In theory, whenever you guys are presenting these emails, these are going to be people who have at least become leads, and we're hoping to turn them into prospects. So they should already have interest in your products or services. If you've done a good job of targeting, they're further along down the line. So whenever you introduce the problem, hopefully that's going to be something that they too are battling at this time in their life. And then we're going to basically give them a reward for their time. Now, it's important to note that whenever you're doing this, you're not asking them for anything, okay? In the business world, you need to give before you can take. So what we're going to do with this first one, just start telling them who you are, what you're doing, why you're reaching out, and then give them something for free. That way, right off the bat, you haven't asked them to do anything. That will make you stand apart from a lot of the competition because most people go straight for the kill and they don't take the time to build this extra step. And then basically we're going to end it by telling them that we're going to send them an email the next day, and you're going to tell them exactly what that subject line is going to look like. That way they know to look for it, and hopefully it increases your open rate on day 2. So day 2, we're going to open with drama. What I mean by that, it needs to be an attention-getting statement of some sort. So for me, it was, how did I get here? I think that for a lot of people, they were driven to entrepreneurship or driven to the product or service that they're offering because there was a moment in their life that it was kind of like something's got to give. And for me, that was that moment. How did I get here? What was going on in my life that led me to these things? And whenever I start educating my audience on the fact that I was at that point, it starts to build that rapport with them. So catch their attention. How did I get here? Well, they're going to ask, how did he get where? Remember to tell it like a story. Don't just go through it. It has to be interesting. It's got to be engaging to keep them reading. And then start to establish common ground, just like you were having a conversation with them face-to-face in person. So you wouldn't just come straight out of the gate and be like, hi, my name's Steve, and you should buy all my products, and here's what they cost. That's just not the way this works. You would find common ground with them. That's what we do as people. We start to understand that they are like us, and that if we've done a good job of targeting, their problem will best be solved with our solution. So reaffirm their problem, and then start to introduce the idea that you have a solution. Don't tell them what it is yet, because you need them to continue to read, to open your next day email, and to start building out some more, I guess you call it drama, but build suspense. So tell them that you have the solution. And then the most important thing is deliver the thing that you told them you were going to give them on day 1. So start your relationship out with trust. You told them you were going to give them something for free. On day 2, give them that. So in this case, we included, in the example I've got on the screen here, we included the ability to join our closed group for the people who are interested in joining it. That way they get free value out of other people like us. So, and then again, we're going to end with tell them the subject line of the next email. Again, we want to keep them engaged. Okay. Day 3, we're going to have the Epiphany. This is where we're going to start to build excitement and set the stage so that we can make them the offer the following day. So you're going to expand on that aha moment. So for me, it was the how did I get here? And then something had to give. And then I introduced the idea that I had a revolutionary idea. So this is going to be telling them what that idea is. So it's your aha moment. It's your epiphany. This is going to be hopefully the thing that led you to create your business, your product, your service, whatever it is that you're offering your customers. And it's going to segue directly into that moment for them. So hopefully they too can share in your aha moment. And again, they aren't being sold anything. They're just connecting with you. They're just building a relationship with you through email. And then what we're going to do is we're also going to elaborate on that and add the hidden benefits. Everything that is like a true epiphany, it truly is revolutionary. Remember, you're trying to be sincere with this because this really hopefully did change your life somehow. It has hidden benefits. And it's important that you hit on some of these hidden benefits because people want there to be additional value. And whenever they right off the bat are hit in the face with one thing that they connect with, they're going to want more. And if you can give them any extra benefit there, any extra value, such as maybe like it changed my life, it made me extra income, but more importantly, it gave me time back with my kids, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You're going to give them some of those hidden benefits that maybe they too will experience through the use of your product or service. Then you're just going to wrap things up nice and clean. You want this to act as if it's the last email. They've built a relationship with you to this point. They're going to be excited that they found someone like themselves that has found the solution. They're going to be happy for you, and they're going to also want it for themselves. But you just want to thank them for their time invested. You got to remember, guys, by this time, they've now read 3 full days worth of emails that you've sent to them, and they've invested a fair amount of time. So thank them for that time and don't ask anything of them. Just wrap it up nice and clean. Okay. Then the next thing that's going to happen is on day 4, you're going to give them a direct call to action. So you've built the relationship. You're going to basically recap everything you've told them, recap the fact that you've become friends. They've been introduced to you, your problems, your solutions, your epiphany. And now you're going to give them the opportunity to share in that epiphany. You're going to solve their problems for them with an offer. So it's this time that you make your exclusive offer. It's usually beneficial to limit it to a limited amount of time or a limited number of seats if you're selling webinars or whatever it may be. But just have a limited offer there. And guys, I can't emphasize enough. Make your offer actually good. Don't be like, I'm going to sell you this amazing $100 thing for $98. That's not worth anyone's time. Make your offer good. Make it worth their time to look more into the offer and to hopefully pique their attention to become a prospect from a lead. Okay. And then also offer additional ways for them to engage. Not everyone is going to be ready to convert at this exact moment. So give them additional ways to find more information on you. Maybe they still have some doubts. Maybe they need some social proof. Maybe they need to see some other products. Maybe they've seen an email sequence like this from you before. Maybe they subscribe to multiple products of yours. Give them other ways to reach out to you, to interact with you, to engage, and hopefully we can get them to go from engagement into conversion. And then last but not least, guys, sincerely just thank them. They've, like I said, they've given you a lot of time, they've given you consideration, and a lot of times, people are more time broke than they are money broke. So just thank them for what they have invested. And then the last thing is not really part of the email sequence, but don't forget to track and measure, guys. The most important thing you can do is learn from your efforts, right? So track open rates, use a system that tracks when people open, the clicks, how many times they open, things like that. See where people are clicking, which links, if you have several, see which ones they're engaging with. See how many of those people go to your website and submit a lead versus how many people just end up being a landing page view and bounce. And then look to see how your conversions are. I guarantee you guys will be surprised at how many people actually re-engage and convert after getting one of your email sequences. Trust me, I do it all the time. This works. Lastly, reevaluate what you're doing, make adjustments, and just have fun with it. So guys, this is the soap opera sequence. It's pretty straightforward. It's easy. Go back through this video, pause on those screens. I've left my examples up there for you guys to check out, and we hope to see you guys in the next one. Thank you very much. Have a good day.